tagline where you don't have to
I
kill
think it would have
anybody.
been cool, and I think anybody that wants to play Undertale should go into that game without knowing anything. Just play it like a regular game,
Oh
you
yeah,
know? Because I think
a complete blind playthrough must be such a gift of an experience, I think, especially we're so far away removed from it at
Mhm.
this point.
Didn't you say you went through and just killed everything, or
No, I went through and I already knew that the pacifist run was like the best
Mhm.
run.
Yeah, I
So I went in knowing that I didn't want to use the main
Mhm.
combat. I feel like if I'd gone in blind, I for sure would have probably killed
Mhm.
Toriel, because the way that fight is
Mhm.
lined up, you have to like just do nothing basically. Like it's a real just do nothing
Yeah.
fight to figure out the pacifist version, because it's like he made every single fight its own puzzle
Mhm.
of like, how do I empathize with this creature in the correct method so that I understand them,
Mhm.
which I think is the biggest message of Undertale, is empathy with whoever is in front of you.
But that's a really you did said something just now that really hit me hard. It was like everyone is a puzzle. You know, everyone is like you got to use empathy to figure people out. And like
Yeah.
that is a beautiful way of looking at what Undertale is trying to do. And I actually never thought of it like that, cuz like when you're trying to understand other people and how they think and whatnot, you really have to enter their own world and figure out. It's like a labyrinth, right?
Yeah. And you're working with incomplete information a lot of the time
Mhm.
too. Unless you really know
Mhm.
somebody. You usually don't know the last like 10 years of their life. You don't know
Mhm.
that. You just kind of have to piece it together as you're in a conversation
Mhm.
with them.
And you don't have the same associations in your head like they do. You know, you
Yeah.
could, talk about oranges and then the other person just suddenly shrieks in pain, and then it's like, "Wait, what happened with oranges with you?" And it's like, "My mother died in a freak orange accident." And it's like, "Oh, okay." You know?
That makes sense. That makes a
Yeah,
lot of
and
sense.
then, like, then that's when, you go outside and you go to the mall and you just while they're not paying attention, you just quickly like fast walk past the orange Julius so she doesn't see it.
Yeah. You distract them with the conversation, walk real
Uh,
quick, and and then you get over to the Jamba
yeah,
Juice instead of the
yeah,
Orange Julius.
exactly. See, and that's what you kind of got to do with people. You just got to work with them, and especially if you want people to change, like at least that's what I've always seen, especially being around, you know, a lot of very radical thinking people, like if you want to get them to change their minds, you got to really work, like listen and work with them first. You can't really just be like, you're an idiot. So,
Yeah. You can't go the hostile
mhm.
method. Very few people have had their mind changed by being told they're an idiot.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I've always told you, right? It's like, how do you tell an idiot they're an idiot without telling them an idiot? But I've also
Yep.
tagged on something new. It's like, so how do you tell an idiot they're an idiot without telling them an idiot? And how do you know you're not the idiot yourself? You know? So like I I constantly and this is also probably a lot of my psychological kind of like problems is where it roots from is that I just always question everything. And if
Uh-huh.
I am very absolute about something, I always have to give myself a little space to be like, maybe it's not like that, you know? But especially with people, even if you know you're right, like for instance, if you know, like, I don't know, monkeys like bananas, and you really know at least one monkey, like this one monkey, oh man, he goes ape shit on that banana, every time they see it. And it's like, then you meet someone's like, yeah, that monkey hates bananas. And even if that monkey is like eating, like just going ham on a banana right in front of them, it's like they're just like adamant about it. It's like that monkey hates bananas. You got to be like, hmm. just kind of like listen. It's like, so why do you
Yeah.
think that? And it's like, yeah, it's like I've seen him eat oranges before, and it's like okay, um, yeah, and
What if he likes oranges and
oh, that's
bananas?
blasphemy, man. That's blasphemy. You can't even
You're
say
right.
that.
You
They'll
can't put those
they'll
two fruits
scream. They'll
together.
go. Ah, ah, ah. But like
No, I think
yeah. I mean, like both of us, I think, kind of take that approach to a certain degree. I think both of us are kind of like we like being you know, the,
we're both empaths. I think that's the word that is mostly prescribed to that, where you take in other people's emotions and try to put them together like a puzzle
mhm,
piece and just really figure out what is causing the like
mhm,
friction in the
mhm,
moment. And I usually like to think, I think this is also something Undertale does well, is it becomes not you versus the other person, but you and that person versus a problem.
mhm,
And you take it out of the context of a fight between you
mhm.
two
Yeah,
people and move it
exactly.
out and go, why is that a
Mhm.
problem? And how do we together fight that
Yeah,
problem?
and that's what I've been trying to do a lot when I meet people that are very adamant